Have you ever wanted to guest on a podcast like this one that you're listening to right now? Well, you can. You can definitely do this by visiting a website called Podmatch, where you can sign up and be available for all different types of podcasts that you can guest on. Or you can even search for a podcast and say, I want to guest on your podcast. I think we'd be a good match. So if you want to do this, you can go to our unique link, which is joinpodmatch.com/reality, and you can sign up and do exactly that. And you can find us and you can guest on our podcast. So again, that unique link is www.joinpodmatch.com. That's joinpodmatch.com/reality, REALITEA, and you can be a guest on our podcast. Welcome to Reality Tea x2, the podcast where we discuss all the trash reality TV we love to hate. I am Tanika, and today we're going to be discussing the family Chantel. So we are going to be doing that with Letitia. So without further ado, let's jump right into the episode. Alright, so we're going to be talking family Chantel, and as promised, I got someone with me. Say hi.
Hi.
For those who listen to the Sister Wives discussions, that is Letitia. They can't see you, girl. She's waving and peacing. All right, so let's jump into the episode. So, season 5, the final episode, obviously, episode 1.
Yes.
2 households, both alike. Okay. I don't understand
far
the title.
from.
Far from alike. Jesus. Okay, so we see Chantel. She's lighted some candles and pulling roses on the floor in her bathroom, and you're thinking, what the fuck is happening? And then she says, your bath is ready, or how you like it, or what the hell she said. And I'm thinking, what is happening right now? It's for her dogs.
Oh.
It's for her dogs. And I'm thinking, I don't even do that for my damn self, much less you're doing it for your dogs. Wow. Anyway, it's been 9 months since the divorce heard around the world. And she said it's been tough. And she hasn't spoken to Pedro for the entire time, for the 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And she does kind of say, like, it's crazy to me how a person who claims to loved me hasn't said a single word to me in 9 months. I'm thinking, well, that's fair. We'll get to why he says he doesn't talk to her in a second. But also Winter has moved in. Winter looks good, actually.
She looks amazing.
She looks great.
Yes.
So, yeah, that happened. Just she's not alone. Yeah. So then we see Pedro, and can I say Pedro for me used to be
sorry. It's Pedro.
I don't care. He's lucky I say his name and not call him an asshole.
He is an asshole.
But Pedro for me used to be one of the good-looking guys. I mean, we've had some good-looking guys since him, but he is always one that was like, okay, you're cute. Mm-hmm. I felt nothing this entire episode.
Not at
all. And we'll get to some of the weird fucking shit this guy does in this episode, but I'm like, I feel nothing towards you.
Yeah.
you're disgusting to me.
Absolutely.
But we see him at a batting cage, and he says he's been working a lot, and he's been going to the batting cage, I guess, teaching kids how to bat. And I'm thinking, oh, so you're doing it for the kids. That's great. That's nice for you. I don't give a shit. But yeah, he's been doing that, and he says that he hasn't spoken to Chantel for 9 months, as we know. And he says that his lawyer advised him to not talk to her because she might use something against him.
Bullshit, but okay.
Bullshit. Because again, I'm open and honest here. I have gone through a divorce. I still spoke to my ex the entire time, not the entire time, but we still spoke. Nothing was held against each other. It can be civil. I mean, It's a different situation because obviously, for those who know, he was deported, so he wasn't here. But it's just like, it was still civil. We could still be civil and still go through this divorce process and not use anything against anybody. I don't quite believe him, but I can also see a lawyer telling him that at the same time. But you can still use your judgment. And he just doesn't want to talk to her. Just call it what it is. You don't want to talk to her.
You don't want to talk to her.
And that's fine.
The amount of things that he's there speaking about her and her family, like just come out and be honest and say, hey, I don't want to talk to her. Clear as day.
I get that her family are crazy. I get it. But just, this was your wife. You were married for 7 fucking years.
Yep.
Give me a break, sir. I don't get it. How you could just not talk to a person you lived with. And
because he doesn't decide. In my opinion, he doesn't care. I think he really and truly got what he wanted out of Chantel, which was well, he had a marriage. He obviously had to play along with that marriage. And he has his green card. He has what he needs to bring his mother and his sister and whoever else down to America with him. Yeah. He got exactly what he wanted from Chantel, because if you go back to earlier seasons, you know, she wanted to have children. She wanted to do all these things and stuff like that. Where when it came to him, he was just like, yeah, not right now, 10 years, this, that, and the third, blase, blase, blase. Okay, you've been married for 7 years, but there's still no little hopes of children, this, that, and the third. So in my mind, his mind wasn't even on children. His mind was, I'm here for 7 years to get my shit together, and I'm going to bring my family here. And once I can do that, I no longer need this woman in my life.
And honestly, the requirement was even before 7 years. I feel like he waited like the 5 years, the magic number. And then it's like, okay, let me go a little bit longer just, to make this look legit. And then I'm out.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is when in the moment where you're like, Mama Karen was right. You should have signed that prenup. And it's a really good thing that you did. And it's just like, but that doesn't protect their assets as a married couple. But
exactly,
it's just, he's disgusting. And if this is what you wanted, well, you damn well got it. And we'll get to some other things in a little bit, but I'm just like, you are disgusting. I believed your love. So it makes me even more mad because I believed it and it wasn't true. And I feel for her. And also, like, when it comes to the children part of it too, it's like, she's our age. And the idea of having to start over potentially with someone new when she wants to have kids, that part of it is like, you wasted her time.
Yep.
And as women who want to have children, we don't have time to spare.
Exactly.
Don't waste our time and our money.
Yeah, he used her 100%. He used her.
Yeah, I hate him. But he says that it's been weird to not talk to her. And I said, no, it isn't. You're just feeding us a line at this point. Just fuck you and your family. He does say that he misses her, that he misses her in the sense of that he misses who he was married to or some shit. And I'm thinking, no, you don't.
No, you don't, because she's never changed.
And that's the thing. He wants us to think that she has, and she hasn't. This whole thing about how she wasn't doing anything, you know, I did things when she was in school. I was working 14-hour days and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, sir, my girl is nursing. She's in Emerge, busting her ass, dealing with, and she was nursing during COVID, guys. And I'm thinking, what she's doing versus what you're doing right now, which is selling homes, is not the same thing.
Far from the same thing.
And she's allowed to have time.
Listen, don't even get me started on those damn homes and him talking about his own damn commission. Come on. Oh my Lord.
Oh my God. When he sat there and started like calculating the commission, I'm like, so you have to be a know-it-all. I mean, listen, can I be a know-it-all when it comes to law sometimes? Sure, because I've been working in it. But you just started and you're just sitting there being like, oh, this is how much commission she's going to get. Oh, and the closing costs, like, it's going to be this. She's like, we could do this, you know, but like easier and cheaper. It's more money for us. And it's like, she doesn't fucking trust you and your fucking firm. It's a conflict of interest. I wouldn't want to do that either. No. Fuck you.
Exactly. 100%.
And that's what he seems to realize. He doesn't realize. He thinks that it's about that she doesn't believe in him. No, it's because she doesn't fucking trust you. She doesn't need to believe in you anymore. You guys weren't together.
Thank you. He's stupid.
Believing in somebody is not a right. It's a privilege, and you lost the privilege.
That part. He's stupid.
Idiot. But yeah, anyway, he said that she was his first love and all of this nonsense. And he says that she just didn't work hard like he did. And that's why I'm like, fuck you, sir. And yeah, sure, maybe her nursing school took a while to do, but you know, it is what it is. She got it. She did it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he says that all she wanted to do was go on vacations. And I'm thinking, so she's working hard, which she seems to be doing. Like she's actually working. Not like some of these other 90-dayers who don't work. She's actually working. She's working hard for her money.
Exactly. Let her go on a damn vacation if she chooses to.
And she doesn't have kids. Why wouldn't she?
Exactly.
Just because you don't want a vacation, that's fine. Or let's rephrase. Because the only place you want a vacation in is Dominican Republic, doesn't mean that she can't go and have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's referring to, because I know there seemed to be some tension when she went to Mexico with Winter when she was going to go get her surgery done. There seemed to be this weird thing from him being like, why do you have to go? And it's like, okay, she's going to go to support her sister.
What's the
getting
problem?
her surgery.
Right.
What's the issue here? Why do you have to keep going to the Dominican Republic, sir?
Exactly.
Like, fuck you. I hate him.
He wanted to be controlling at one point as well, but she just, like, she wasn't having it.
It's not her. Have you met her mother? You see where she comes from? Like, come on. That's never going to happen. So, back with her, she says that she didn't see herself here at 32 years old. Divorced and no kids. And I get it. She says that he made promises that he basically chose not to keep. And this is why, you know, you can't trust men.
That part.
I love my man, but sometimes you just can't trust them.
That part. Yep, I hear you.
She says that she says that she at one point wanted revenge, but now you know what? Karma is a bitch and it's gonna get him.
Oh yeah.
100%.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like it kind of already did before we even got here, because there were rumors that he potentially was sleeping with An underage girl.
Ew.
Karma.
Exactly.
Disgusting.
He had to be cheating on her. I feel he was cheating on her.
100% he was cheating
Can you
on her.
imagine not having sex for 3 months and you're a married couple?
Even if you're not married and you're in a relationship for someone for 3 months,
you're cheating.
You're cheating. There's no way in hell. If my man told me we're not having sex, but I'm not cheating on you, like, okay.
Okay.
That's a nice story. I don't believe you.
If you're getting it from somebody else, from somewhere else, please believe.
Right?
I'm gonna get it from somebody else too.
I'm not gonna stay with you. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go do me while
That
you're
part.
clearly doing you.
Exactly.
waste of just no, I don't believe him. Anyway. So yeah, she says karma's gonna get him, and that's that. And as she says that, we clip over to him in the batting cage, almost got hit by a baseball, and he ducked it. And I wish it hit him square in the face.
Right.
But it didn't. So she says that her mom was right.
Absolutely.
I don't know if she was right about everything,
but she was right about a good portion of it.
Her whole family was right about the fact that this man's using her 100%. Yeah. And again, right alongside with Chantel, you thought, no, that can't be true. He really seems to love her. Yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Now, is there a chance in a world where he maybe just had enough of her family? Potentially. Yes. That is true. But this man's acting like his family is perfect. His family is disgusting, and how they talk about Chantel, especially Nicole.
Oh yes, Nicole is very, very, very jealous. She's a very jealous person.
I don't understand what she's jealous of, because that's weird to me. But I'm just like, Nicole, honey, while you still have braces in your face, you want to come talk about how Chantel looks? Please shut the fuck up. You have adult fucking braces in your mouth, and you want to come talk about Chantel's ass?
What? Mind you, she tried to make herself look a lot better because she went and got breast implants. She's trying to fix up herself and this and that. Like, it's not working for you, honey.
Someone out there on the internet decided to clown the fuck out of these two people and say, please remember, these are how these two people looked. And let me tell you, they looked rough. You forget how they used to look, they looked rough.
Oh, yeah.
Lydia looked older than her age by far.
Yeah.
My grandmother in her 80s looked better than her. And Nicole didn't look so good herself either. So you want to come and talk? Chantel has always looked gorgeous. So you want to come talk about Chantel and how she looks? Please.
Chantel always had a beautiful face. She's always.
Yeah. You had to do work in order to look the way she looks. Come on.
Thank you.
Like, now I don't know if Chantel's boobs are real, but that's besides the point.
If you go back to first episodes, her boobs were never that big.
No, she probably had. Definitely did.
She did get her breast done.
She downplays the surgeries that she's done, but she's definitely done something.
Oh yes, for sure.
And that's okay. But you don't see her out here talking shit about Nicole and how she looks. That's what Nicole is doing.
No.
But yeah, I can't with her. Any of his family, but I do think in a world that could be the case. But he seemed to have been getting along with the River, seemed to be getting along with Winter and the family. So I don't understand where all of a sudden this happened.
I think this all happened when he started working. When he started working is when this, because if you go back to the previous season, when he was talking about his family, his father, and so forth and whatnot, they were so in love. They were in love, this and that and the third. And then as soon as things changed, in my opinion, is when he got this damn job and started working with these people.
I agree with that, but I also feel that I saw changes in him when he was finding, quote unquote, finding his family on his dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
I felt changes kind of were happening then too.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with those changes was we don't know if it was he's just under a lot of stress with because he wasn't getting support from his mom and the sister, or if it had something else going on because I felt changes were happening in Pedro from then.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's it's weird. I don't know because I just don't see how her family was an issue in this case.
Neither do I.
Because they seem to have gotten past. I mean, him and River were going and cutting down Christmas trees together.
Thank you. They were. That's what I'm
Everyone's
saying. Like, where did all this shit happen? Like, when? Like, how?
I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
She says that they have been negotiating now for months with the divorce, and there is one final offer now on the table that she countered herself, where basically it will be just an even split down the middle, 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that if he doesn't take the offer, then she will drag his ass through a trial.
Yep.
And say, yeah, go ahead, girl, do it.
Absolutely.
He wouldn't have gotten.
He wouldn't have gotten shit.
What he said he wanted to offer her, which was like 25% sale on the home because she took the $60,000 or some shit. Or, yeah, the $60,000. I'm thinking, sir, that's not how this works.
Thank you.
I don't work in family law, but I know that's not how it works. This is, and again, he wants to talk about, oh, she stole $60,000.
Who gives a shit?
Wait. Isn't it not their money? So
Thank
she
you. So
can
how did she
take
steal it?
$60,000 of the money if she so pleases.
Thank you.
But it wouldn't have been stealing if you're going to use the money for furniture in your new home. It's not stealing then, though. It's only stealing because she took $60,000.
Yep.
Fuck you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you hear him talk, and it's like, do you hear yourself and how dumb you sound? Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So then we see him calling his sister and his mom. Yay!
Oh my god.
Oh, and of course he's like, they feel good about the divorce. You don't fucking say. Don't tell me something I don't know because I already know that. Nicole's been trying to get you to divorce Chantel for years. It's finally happening for her. So Nicole, who I'm now going to just continue on calling dumb bitch, the dumb bitch decides to say to him, women get fat or lose weight during the divorce. So Chantel fat? Is she fat? Nicole.
Yeah, yes. I saw that.
Nicole.
I remember. Oh my, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Now it's like, okay, Chantel is out of your lives now, okay? Why do you have to sit there and talk about her and whether or not she's getting fat? No, Nicole, let me tell you something. Let me tell you who's getting text messages from fucking Drake. It's not you. It's fucking Chantel.
Thank you.
I don't see Drake texting your ass. I see him messaging her. Please shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
About, oh, you're getting fat now? Well, fuck you. Are you getting fat now? God.
Go lose your braces, ugly ass bitch.
With your braces and shit. Anyway, his mom says that, oh yeah, her heart is full of evil. And yet yours isn't.
Okay, but in episodes coming, they're the ones sending a whole friggin' voodoo basket to her. Okay.
Right? Because of what? Because of what? Like, and again, you think she doesn't know it's you? You're sending it from Santo Domingo, you stupid idiot.
They're so stupid.
Clearly, the only people she knows in Santo Domingo is you and Nicole. Oh my god.
Stupid.
But yeah, I can't. But yeah, she's full of evil. he tells them that there is no a counter offer that she's put out there. And he says, you know, how she stole all the money and all that shit, which was $265,000. She didn't steal it. She moved it to protect herself.
Mm-hmm.
I would do the same thing. So I don't.
I would have done it too.
Yeah. But he says that, you know, she did eventually return the money to the court after spending $60,000. She didn't. We'll find out what she used the $60,000 for.
Oh,
but
yeah.
again, it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Take the $60,000. God forbid now you're working with $200,000. Like, come on.
Exactly.
It would have been less because you would have used that money for the furniture in your home.
Exactly.
So shut up here. Come on now. So yeah, so after spending the $60,000, she says, no, I didn't spend it. I used it for bills in the home and for legal fees because he is divorcing me.
Exactly.
So why shouldn't she use
She has every
money?
right to do so.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so she wants half, which I think is very fair.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't even think he deserves half, and I don't think so either. But
so
she did the half. But his family says, no, she shouldn't get half. Then what should she get? Nothing?
Nothing. He should, because whatever Pedro is telling his family thinks that he's done everything in his power to give Chantel this type of life.
No, she doesn't need. They were living in a 1-bedroom apartment for most of their marriage. In the last couple of years, they got this house. So this is like, no, that he wasn't doing everything. First of all, he's sending money to you. The house we saw you originally in is not the house you're in now. You are living life. That's where his money was going to. Come on. But at the end of the day, she deserves at bare minimum half because she's still responsible for his ass for another 3 years.
Yeah, unfortunately.
If God forbid he isn't making any money, he is her responsibility. Oh God. He says that I don't believe that she's using it for the house and for legal fees. Who cares? Exactly. And who's to say, again, just your head's not thinking. You're thinking that she's used all that $60,000 in one fell swoop. No, she's storing it away and using it when she needs it.
Exactly.
And guess what? How legal fees work? You have to put in a retainer.
Yep.
So for me, when I did my divorce, I had to put in, well, at first, the first half of it, $1,500. And that was just for a simple divorce that I had to go through. But I had to put more in after that. I probably easily spent on my divorce roughly anywhere between, say, $2,500 to about $3,000 on my divorce.
Wow.
It's not cheap because you had to like do that and then you had to pay more money. And because I'm also paying more money because he's international, so there's also that part of it. And then when you finally get your divorce order done, that no, doesn't stop there. I have my order, but then you also have to have a decree, which is the actual thing that you need. So if I want to get remarried, I need to show that. So either I like go and get that decree later on when I actually want to get remarried, or I just got the process server at the time to go get it for me and pay the extra money to do that. So all in all, I paid anywhere between $2,500 to $3,000 on my divorce. It's not a cheap process. And then when you're now dealing with homes, assets, everything like that, because we didn't have a lot of assets between each other before he left. So I was in a different situation. But when you're dealing now with assets and all that, it's such a different process. And it means more money.
Yeah.
He's an absolute fool. He doesn't understand how shit works.
No, he doesn't. Not at all. He thinks that he doesn't understand. He's
No,
an idiot.
he is an idiot. Yeah, he says, though, that he thinks that she used it to open a case on him with immigration.
Bullshit.
To get him deported. And he says I was getting letters and stuff like that from immigration. Now, do I think, if not her, his family try to start a case on him? Yeah, I do believe that can happen 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no case there. But I don't think for a second they got a lawyer to, because the lawyer's going to tell them there's no case here. They probably just called immigration, and that's why he was getting letters.
Yeah.
They weren't starting a case against him. Like, again, there is absolutely no case for him to be deported, unfortunately.
So stupid.
Yeah. Their whole thing, which I think he literally says it, is the goal here was to get a thing on his record. So if he wants to go get his green card renewed, because you'll have to, he probably has a 10-year green card right now, when he needs to get that done and then potentially also get his citizenship, there will be a hit on his record, which I think that was the goal. And that does not take starting a case against him with a lawyer and all of that.
Right.
That just means I just have to call immigration, and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't get it. How things work here.
He doesn't at all. He doesn't get it at all.
So we see that Chantel got an email from her lawyer saying that Pedro agreed to the terms of the divorce.
Yes.
Great. And now they're going to be going in. Well, she's going to be going and signing papers. So her friend is taking her to her lawyer's office, which we did see this friend very briefly in the last season. And they're, talking. And somehow, for some reason, her friend is making Chantel's divorce about her. And I'm thinking, man, wait. I can play it right now. Because again, you were there throughout my whole divorce process.
Exactly.
Because again, guys, I don't think we actually really talked about this on Sister Rise very much. We have known each other for 20 plus years. We have been friends since we were in grade 3.
Yes.
So you've been there throughout everything. And I've been there throughout everything for you.
Yes.
And I don't remember once you making my divorce about you.
Because it wasn't.
Right. Like, what? So this moment is like, I feel kind of robbed as well, because I want kids to grow up together like the way we did and all of this. And I'm thinking, what?
Making the poor girl cry. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and then making her cry. I wrote that down too. I'm thinking, now she's crying. And I'm sure this girl cries enough already because she is mourning the loss of her relationship. You did not need to make this about you. And then you just sit there and start comforting her. And I'm thinking, honey, you're the one that made her cry.
Thank you.
Like, what is happening here? Because again, like watching the episode with my mom too, my mom's like, why is she making this about her? Now you made the poor girl cry.
Like, that's all. That's what the friend did. Basically, made it all about her, and talked about, oh, I'm gonna be so sad, and we were supposed to have kids. We were supposed to do this. We were supposed to do that. It's not about you.
Bitch.
Be a good little friend and drive your friend to her appointment and call it a day.
Exactly. Like
bitch.
That's what a friend is supposed to do. When you know your friend is ride or die, when you need to go to the police station and make a report, and it doesn't make it about them. Okay, you know, it's all like this friend is just like, let me take you to your lawyer's office and like, maybe make it about me and make you cry as we go there. Lord. So yeah, I thought that was funny. And so yeah, we get to the lawyer's office, and I'm not even looking at my notes anymore because this is fucking great. When we get to the lawyer's office and we see her lawyer.
Oh God.
Hair. The hair.
The hair.
Can I tell you something? I've never seen a lawyer look like this guy.
Friggin' Scruffaloff.
And I'm thinking, whoa. And they go through the paperwork, but nonetheless, they go through the paperwork and all is good. She needs to be out of the house in 2 weeks so that the house can be ready for sale. And that's it. She signs the papers and now she is legally divorced.
Exactly.
She says that she has mixed emotions, which I totally get. I understand that. I know the feeling, but it's like, yeah, she did it. It's done. And she's like, but because we are selling the house with a neutral party, I do have to see him.
Right.
So she is going to have to see him soon. That's that for that. Do you want to spice up your love life? Well, you can make that happen by going to Love Shop, where you can get sorts of different things, whether it's for both you and your partner or just for yourself. For solo play, you can get things, all types of vibrators, maybe more kinky type toys, or you can just buy what every person may need, like lingerie or protection, or even just something to make it a little more fun, like games or novelty things. You can do all of this by going to Love Shop, and you can use our unique coupon code REALITY2 to get 10% on anything your hearts desire. So that's loveshop.ca, LOVESHOP.ca, and use our unique coupon code REALITY2. That's REALITEA and the number 2. Now it's celebrating time with her family. Oh boy. So this place apparently has a drink called the Summertime Sadness, like the song. And that is not the kind of drink she wants because she's not sad. She's happy. And her mom, like I said, as always, is too much. And his family, she says, capitalized on Chantel.
Absolutely, I believe so.
Oh, 100% they did. Of course they did. But as we always know, Karen's thing is that they harvested the American dollar. And we're going to get into how that has changed slightly for Karen in a little bit. So, although she's been saying that for how long now, she now is trying to say that he was trying to gain access to the American economy. To the American economy to bring his family here, which I do agree with that part. Anyways, yes. Do I think he was trying to harvest the American dollar, which I don't even really know what that means? No. And then access to the American. This woman talks in circles. Anyway, she's great. I'm gonna miss her. Okay, there is a point that he has yet to see. She said a part of her that that's what she said. A part of her that he has yet to see.
Right.
Which I'm scared. Listen, Pedro has yet to meet Shocky. I think she still has it. So maybe that's what's happening. I want Shocky to make one last appearance. I really do. But her family says that 50% is practically everything. You shouldn't have given him 50%. You should have just, gone to trial and I've said, okay, but do you realize like how much more money is going to come? Exactly. Yeah. Lawyers' fees. Okay, listen. Do you know how much a trial costs? It's insane.
I can only imagine how much that should cost.
My lawyer went through a trial before COVID hit. That whole trial must have cost easily $300,000.
Yeah, see, no, we're not doing that.
I'm not going to do that.
That's too much money.
And that is at it. That's not even at his full rate, that trial cost. Because that particular client, you know what, we're not going to talk about it. But anyways, that was not at his full rate. And yeah, and that's how much that trial costs. Trials are expensive.
They are.
So yeah, she says that she should have gotten like alimony from him. She's not getting alimony from him. No. By any stretch of the imagination. And he's not getting shit from her. They're both working. They're fine. But she says that she does have to see him again. And Thomas, her father, who actually has something to say here, I'm surprised.
This is about time.
It's always Karen. He just stands there and lets her talk. It's great. But Thomas says that, and he said the one thing that I can't even read, y'all. I can't read my handwriting. But anyways, yeah, who cares? Thomas said something. We don't remember what he said because I can't read what he said. It was the only thing he said. Oh yes, now I remember what he said because I wrote Chalky down. Okay, he says you should have brought a stun gun, and then I wrote Shocky. I love Shocky. Anyway, so she says that right now she's really unpredictable, emotionally speaking. So she doesn't know how it's going to go when she sees him. Mm-hmm. And I said, girl, I know maybe you still got love for him. And I know right now you also probably hate his guts too, which is so confusing. But you're just going to sit there. You're going to be stone cold. You're not going to say a fucking word to him. And I loved how she handled this. It was great. Oh, we'll get to it. So we're back in the DR, which I don't know why. I don't care that Mama is going to be going to the club. I don't care. I don't give a shit about any of this. I actually wonder if this and Single Life was filming simultaneously. Was it Single Life that she was on? I think it was Single Life that she was on last season.
Yes.
Which we haven't gotten in a really long time. We need that. But yeah, I wonder if this was being filmed simultaneously. No, not Single Life, Love in Paradise. I wonder if this was being filmed at the same time because remember, her and Nicole did go out before Iscott comes. Mm-hmm. And I remember watching Love in Paradise and thinking, why isn't Pedro here? Pedro should be here. What if Pedro was here and they were filming Family Chantel at the same time and said, we'll save this for that?
Yeah.
I do wonder that. So I actually might go back and watch the first episode with them and see if they were wearing the same thing that they were wearing here. Because we kind of saw Nicole's outfit.
Yes.
I think they were filming at the same time. So anyway, yeah, I don't give a shit. Anyway, we see that they're calling Pedro. And he says, I'm a single guy now. I've signed the divorce papers. All is good. Mm-hmm. And he then says, which I fucking hated this. He says to his family, I married the devil. How fucking dare you refer to the woman who you apparently loved? How the fuck did we go from calling her Pinky or what the fuck you called her to devil?
To the devil.
Like how, like that is so fucked up. So fucked up.
Stupid.
And I wrote here too that because I noticed because we do know at some point my girl got her braces taken off, and I said, "Why is her braces on again?" I was so confused. I'm like, I can't keep up with the timelines of when she has her braces, when she doesn't have her braces, and I'm so confused.
A lot of back and forth.
I'm sorry, if your teeth are that fucked up, then you need to keep getting braces on. You need to stop talking about other people. Mm. And yeah, but he does say that, listen, me and Chantel, we do need to talk. And she doesn't want to talk to you. But anyways, but he is nervous anyways, as he says, because he says that, you know, she has a double personality. You mean that she's mad? She's allowed to be mad at you.
Of course.
You fucked her over. She's allowed to be mad at you. Anyway, the end of that call, but I believe Nicole also had to mention how she has no ass and all this nonsense. And now we are the next day, and we see Pedro brushing his teeth. And for some reason, this man decides that it's a good idea to put his foot on the sink and brush his teeth.
I don't understand why.
Like, why did he do this? Did he think this makes him look sexier? Because again, as I said, nothing. I felt nothing. I'm like, ew, you're gross. Like, what the fuck? It was the weirdest thing. Again, both me and Ron were like, what the fuck is he doing?
He's so gross.
So anyway, he's getting ready, blah, blah, blah. And he thinks that, you know, the family or whatever was like using him or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But anyway, or she says like, you know, her family was saying that he was using her, and she didn't believe it. She wanted to trust her husband and all of that. But, you know,
right.
She says the joke is on me. And yeah, I don't know. What do you do in that situation? You want to believe your husband, of course.
Of course.
So there's she can't blame herself for that. And he kind of starts saying that her family is so horrible, and he says, fuck them. And I said, no, Pedro, fuck you.
Exactly.
Like, your family is no different than what they just can't do the same things that her family is doing.
Exactly.
But of course her family's going to stand behind her and support her.
Of course.
So,
as they should.
Exactly. So, and I noticed here too, the difference between the car that Chantel is driving and the car that he is driving. My girl's been driving the same fucking car that we've been seeing her in since the beginning.
Yeah.
He's in this fancy ass sports car.
Yep.
See the difference? But you want to talk about how she's stealing your money? You seem perfectly fine, financially speaking. But yeah, so they get to the realtor's office, and of course, like when he gets there, he, you know, he's the first one there, anyways. And he's sitting there waiting for her, and she comes in and she looks great, and she just sits down. She says hi to the agent and doesn't say a fucking word to him.
Beautiful.
And it was perfect. Mm-hmm. And then this poor real estate agent is just like, oh God. She's like, so I hear you guys are going through a divorce. And they're like, oh, no, we're divorced. But he has to throw in, thank God.
Right?
And she looks over at him kind of with this look of, fuck you. But doesn't say anything. Right? She never once says a word to him. And so anyways, they're talking about, you know, how much they spend on the house, how much she thinks they can sell the house for, the profit they can probably get to pay off like the mortgage and whatever else. And then she says, and also it's going to be, I think, 25% commission. So you see him calculating the commission like he's a fucking know-it-all. And then they start talking about closing costs, like who's going to pay for closing costs. And he's like, I can see that's more money on top. It'd be less money for us. I could be doing this, blah, blah, blah. And Chantel says that I don't want to do it through his real estate firm. Yep. This is how we're going to do it. And the real estate agent says it perfectly too. She says, no, I understand that you would want to have a third party deal with this, and completely shuts him down. Like, of course, because your real estate firm is going to think in your best interest, not Chantel's.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah. So anyways, so they do that. And then he says, because again, the part that I didn't mention in the divorce is she gets all of the furniture. The only things that is put in the divorce is that he wants like a power washer, tools, and stuff like that. So he put what he wants to take from the home that is his.
Yeah.
He says in the firm here, he says, "Listen, I need to come to the house.
I need to go to the house. I need to get my chair. I need to get shut the fuck up."
Yeah, so he says he wants his gaming chair and he wants all this stuff. And she says perfectly, she says in the moment, "Oh, I'm sorry, did you hear something?" Oh my God. I said, well done. Well played, Chantel. That was perfect.
Well played.
And then that's basically it. She says in the moment, she says, everything in that house is mine. You didn't write that you wanted your gaming chair in the divorce. So guess what? The chair, it's mine.
Yep.
Of course, it is hers. It is legally her chair. And she probably paid for the chair. Come on now.
Exactly.
It's her chair. I mean, the fucking wedding, like even my mom's noticed, is she still wearing her wedding ring? I said, Mom, she paid for her wedding ring. So she's going to wear the fuck out of it. I mean, I technically paid for my wedding ring too, but I don't wear mine. But I still have it. I just don't wear it. But I don't think my boyfriend would really want me to wear my wedding ring. That'd be weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Have it. But I said, no, she paid for that fucking shit. She can wear if she wants to. She, but
exactly.
Yeah, so she paid for that gaming. And he does have a nice gaming chair. I'd be keeping the shit out of that and selling it.
Right? Make money out of it.
But that's basically it for the episode. But we do see the season on, so we'll quickly go through it. So we see that he goes out with Karaima because he's in the DR. Yeah. And he takes a picture of both of them, and Chantel sees it. And Karen's like, oh, I knew it. I knew something was going on. And I said, he's not going to fuck Karaima. Karaima's too damn desperate for him. Oh, he's not going to fuck her. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if he fucks Karaima. However, I don't think he wants to. So we'll see, I guess. We see Karen wants to protect her baby. So she's going to be doing some Tai Chi or some karate or, wax on, wax off type situation. And then we see Scott. He's here.
Oh God.
And Scott literally shoves Pedro across the fucking gym. And
I'm sorry. It's what Pedro says though.
What did Pedro say? I didn't catch what.
He's talking about something. He's something along the lines of, when people get clapped.
And I literally thought here, I'm like, okay, listen, Pedro, you're fighting everybody. First you fight Alejandro. Alejandro fucked you right up.
Thank you.
But then you want to try to fight Scott, and Scott is way bigger than Alejandro is. You just see Scott just fly him through the fucking gym. And I'm saying, oh shit. And then he goes in for more. And I said, Scott is going to fuck you up.
Completely.
Don't fight Scott. I'm pretty sure Scott is on like some sort of drug.
So what bothers me about Scott is his nose. I can't stand his nose. Like it bothers me.
Scott looks like he looks like a bulldog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, Scott really delivered. Anyways, so then we see Karen is hiring another PI to do some. Y'all have way too much money. This is the third PI y'all fucking have. But anyways, yeah, so she's doing that. And then we see that Lydia, she's planning something. And that is the voodoo box you mentioned earlier being sent to the family. And because of this, it's now just been decided we're going to go to Santo Domingo and we're going to say the fuck away, and it looks like there's going to be drama. And Chantel yells at Pedro, you were fucking another woman.
Yep.
Of course he was. 100% he was. The only thing too that I didn't mention because I didn't give a shit, but I'm going to mention it here. Nicole does mention that her and Alejandro aren't together anymore. They broke up officially 6 months ago. And we do see my favorite scene of Lydia calling him a charlatan and hitting him with the purse. My favorite scene of all time. But that is it. This season is going to be really good.
Yes, I agree. It is going to be
ending it off with a bang.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It sucks that it's like the final chapter, but
I mean, what else is there to do though after this?
Well, you never know. They might come up with something.
Maybe. I don't think we're gonna see Pedro again after this.
No.
But I do think maybe we could see him on the single life. But I do think 100% we're gonna see Chantel and Pedro on the single life.
Oh yeah.
100% that girl's gonna be on single life.
Oh yeah.
We're not done with them. We can't be done with them. We need to see,
not like that.
Not so much Chantel, but Karen is great TV.
Oh yeah, she is.
We're gonna see them again. But
this is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a good show. But that's it. So if you like what you heard, please rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. And you can rate a review on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And I have a new thing that I want to start trying, and that is that every 4 or 5-star review that we get, I'll read it on the podcast. So if you want to hear your review on the podcast, please rate and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you're able to rate and review. And if you want to connect with us, you can do so by going to Reality Tea Times 2 on Facebook, Reality Tea Times 2 podcast on Instagram, or Threads, Reality Tea Times 2 pod on Twitter. You can also find us on Reddit at Reality Tea Times 2 pod. And you can also email us at realityteatimes2@hotmail.com. And don't forget, you can find us on YouTube at Reality Tea Times 2. You can also subscribe, like, comment on there as well. We greatly appreciate that. And don't forget that I do have another podcast with my friend Mikkel called Next Take Podcast, where we talk about all kinds of different things. We currently have, this number can definitely change, but we currently have about 8 episodes. Roughly, we've talked about all kinds of different things. We have a lot of fun over there. So please go take a listen to us over at Next Take Podcast, which you can find us on YouTube at Next Take Podcast. You can also find us on our website, solo.to/Next Take Podcast. And don't forget, we have a website, and that is at solo.to/Reality Tea Times 2. And we also have a Discord, and I believe that's Reality Tea Times 2 as well. So you can find us there. But that's basically it. That's all the stuff. Of course, everything here that I've just listed will be in our show notes. All discount codes, special links to everything that we put in our ads are also in our show notes. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks so much. Bye. Have you ever thought of starting your very own podcast. Doing the research, I found something that would have made editing easy and seamless and makes the podcasting experience just that much easier. And I am talking about Ludo. This is a podcast software that I use for our editing of our episodes. It is amazing. It is easy. You're also able to get help from doing chats and getting the information that maybe you just need a little more help with. They also have access to different articles that can also help you that have been just godsends for me. Also with Ludo, you can create clips, you can do your ads, that's like this very one I'm doing right now, and you can create your trailer very seamlessly just by clicks of buttons. You can also use Ludo to publish your episodes just straight from the software. It's so easy. I highly recommend it. You can get access to Ludo by using our unique link, which you can find on our show notes, just down there at the bottom at the show notes. And you can get access to an easy software.